everybody. I want to talk about healing from parental alienation. I call it a breakup, etc. It's when our sons and daughters disconnect from us, whether they're teens, adults, etc. And it's not something a lot of people are prepared for. Sometimes they just up and ghost you, take off, and that's about it. And mine occurred about 13 years ago and 14 years ago or something like that. And I have two adult daughters. One was born in 1991. The other one was born in 1992. So see how long it's been for me. And so they're both estranged. And initially I struggled because I thought I was going to die. I said, I'm never going to survive this. I love being a mom. I wasn't a perfect individual, but I love being a mom. And we were involved with, school, a lot of friends. We always had friends over, and I thought I filled their lives up with joy, and I thought I had their needs taken care of, etc. And I was a very broken person coming from a home where I felt a void of love, affection, caring, etc. from my parents. And then I went on to be assaulted in the military, and then I was broken further. And I said, I will do my very best to give my children what I did not have, and that I thought I gave them love. And so I'm not going to state I didn't. I'm not going to second guess myself. I was a good mom. And so anyways, when they both detached and we no longer had a relationship, I thought, I'm going to die. And I was a broken record. That's all I ever talked about. And then I started meeting other people who had experienced losses, sudden losses. A friend had lost her husband suddenly. I lost a cousin from brain cancer. And so I realized I wasn't the only person who had experienced a loss. And I'm also not the only person who has gone through a breakup when their children have walked out of their lives. So I said, well, I'm not the only person. And in my 40s, I went into the VA twice for inpatient therapy. And the one thing a therapist told me is she said, you were given this life because you're strong enough to live it. And also, you need to take your sadness and your trials and use them to help other people, and say that there is hope, that we can heal and find joy again. Even if our children are still living elsewhere and we don't know where they're at and we're not able to comfort them, you can still find joy in this world. Most important, you take what you have in yourself and you give it to other people. So even if your children aren't there, other children have a need for guidance, love, comfort, having taking care of their necessities, etc. So I was fortunate enough. In my last apartment, this was probably 8 years ago, I found an apartment, small, nice 1-bedroom. I loved it. And I would have rummage sales every weekend because I had a lot of stuff. And I met my neighbor who lived next door, him and his wife, his daughter, and his son. He said, my daughter, because I was always carrying stuff, he said, my daughter can help you. And she was, I think, 19 at the time. No, maybe 15, 16, because now it's years later, but met her, and she became my helper, and I would pay her, and we'd sort through things, and she became my extra daughter. And through that, I was able to pour my love into someone else. So the thing is we're not the only people who suffer, who experience loss. I can't imagine losing a child at a young age from cancer, or having a child who was kidnapped. But all I know is I'm not the only person who has ever been sad in this world, and I've helped thousands of people. I don't know if it's thousands, maybe it's tens of people. And through my videos, I believe I help even more. So anyways, I hope this video helps. Take your sadness and turn it into something positive. Know that you are not alone, but we don't have to continue suffering. And that's all there is to it. So that's all I wanted to say, and I'll be back.